Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft episode, and today I plan to show what I've done on my base and try to explore to find a desert because I need sand for the glass and sandstone, but as you can see right off the bat, I have enabled the far view option in Optifine settings, in world settings, far view. I'm not going to keep this on because it is quite laggy for my PC, but I thought it would be nice to just kind of look around and scout out the surrounding land. Um, there is no nearby desert though, but I think I'm gonna travel that way today to get a look at that mountain and hopefully find something. Because I have gone that way, and I have gone that way and that way, so I think I'll try out that direction for today. But I'm gonna disable this real quick. So let me show what I've done on the base. So first things first, there's this tree farm that it's not going to be here for that long. It's just for now. I needed the spruce logs for one of the walls inside the base and the birch logs for accenting and stuff. But this is not going to be, um, it's not going to be the final look of it. I do want to have this area be something on top of the roof. I was thinking of turning it into grass. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. And I also want to line this whole roof with fences just so you don't fall off. So that's the plans for the roof, but there's nothing much new up here. But let me go down real quick. I still have this, makeshift ladder with dirt to just get a view of the place, but this is not going to stay here, obviously. So I finished the wooden and stone parts of the base for the most part. I'll walk around here just to show you. I've got all the floor in. I was collecting a lot of wood and a lot of cobblestone, so once I get back around to the chest, I'll show you what I have left over. Obviously, I haven't put the glass in because I ran out of sand, and I mentioned in the last part that I wanted to do stone slabs above the glass, and I just put some here just to show what I meant. Unfortunately, hold on, I am about to sneeze. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, I wanted to place the stone slabs along above the glass, but unfortunately, you have to break the block above the slabs to even place them down. So I'm going to have to go back through all that stone above it, but I want to get the glass first so it makes it easier so I'm not having to build out a platform to stand on. So that's why I wanted to get the glass today. So let me go over here and show what I got. So here's just general stuff, a bit of wood left over, some dirt, and then a bunch of cobblestone. I didn't need this much, and I mean, it's fine because I'm probably going to use all this in the future. I've got some stone slabs made up. I'm not sure how much I'll need. I probably will have to smelt more cobblestone to get enough stone slabs to do what I'm thinking, but maybe that's enough. I'm not sure. So yeah, nothing in the furnaces. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this is going to be the chest room. So I started putting the spruce logs in the wall, and I want the floor to be the sandstone, which is another reason to collect sand and find a desert. And then I filled in the roof with wooden planks. I also would like to put brick in this room, but I'm not sure how I'm going to lay out the chests. So I do have some brick, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to implement that. And then I had the idea, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with it because it may not be that functional, but I was thinking of having a furnace room of some sorts beneath this. So I would basically have the floor here and then clear out another room pretty much identical to this, maybe smaller, and use that for furnaces. But I may be able to implement the furnaces in the chest room. So all of that stuff is still yet to be decided. I have two main entrances into this room from both sides, and then a smaller entrance from the other sides, which I'll have a little ladder down and then a door to block it. So yeah, but those ones are mainly just for convenience sake, depending on where I'm at in the base. And when it comes to the base itself, I still haven't really decided how I'm going to lay this out. But one thing I wanted to do, because the base is tall enough, is I would like to add birch trees inside as kind of like decorations. I think trees inside the base would be pretty cool. But I'm not too sure I'm going to implement all that yet. I don't know what I want in the base exactly. From what I'm thinking, this side is going to be a bedroom of sorts. And then there's going to be indoor farms. I don't think they're going to be anything crazy, but, you know, a sugarcane farm, a cactus farm, and then a wheat farm, just for now until I figure out a more large-scale solution for those farms. But again, all that stuff when it comes to layout of the base, still really yet to be decided. So a couple of plans also, which I got reminded of when I looked at my inventory. I want to replant the trees at the bottom area of the base. So around here, all down there next to the tree house, to kind of liven up the place. And if I feel like it, I would like to place bone meal everywhere. And, you know, kind of make it look all lively down there. So that's one plan. I also want to clear out all these random structures. I think that's the floating island. I want to clear out both of the floating structures, that one, and then there's one as well over there. I'm gonna go to sleep real quick so I can get a better view of this. Oh no. Guess I don't have enough light. Or is there a zombie underneath? Happened right there. Okay, that was weird. That has not happened before, so let's see if I can do it this time. Alright, that was strange. So yeah, I want to clear out that floating island and that floating island, that block, and replant these trees. And maybe while I'm at it, I will kind of clear up the land a bit, make it look a little nicer. Let me walk out there so I can get a better view of what's underneath me. I don't know if I'll do it today, but I want to clear out this lake and kind of connect it more. I still want this middle section, but I want it to connect here, the lake to run through, and then kind of go around and back out. I think would be kind of cool. And some of this land is quite odd looking, so I want to fix that. So I'm going to get to that real quick, and I will be back once I plant these trees and clear out some of this land. So yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, before I start doing that, I want to mention how right here I made an exit to the base. I would like to make some sort of deck over here where I can stand out disconnected from the base and, you know, stand out here and kind of get a look around. Probably it would be situated on some logs, and it'd be, you know, probably like a wood plank deck. So that's another plan that I have. Again, probably won't be done today, but, you know, it's an idea. Alright, so I've started doing the clearing out of the lake, and it's going to be a lot more than I expected because I'm already full of my inventory from clearing it out, and my diamond shovel just broke. So this may be a good enough supply of sand where I don't need to go to the desert ASAP. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go make another diamond shovel, and I have started placing the saplings, and I just started doing them over here. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a lot more time consuming than I expected, and this should be a good enough amount of sand, hopefully. So I'll still have to finish and see how much I have, but yeah. So just to remind, the plan is to bring the lake through here, or have I been saying lake the whole time? The river, I guess, through here, and then around, and then back out that way. So it'd have a boat path, basically. So yeah, let me go make a diamond pickaxe, or a diamond shovel, I mean, and continue doing this, and then keep planting the saplings. So yeah. A quick little progress update. This part of the river is a bit too wide for my liking, so I'm going to kind of narrow it out, and then I'm going to flatten this middle section so I can think of what I would like to do on it. So yeah, and I've been planting a bit more saplings. Oh, another thing is I'm going to clear what I'm standing on, this terrain, down by one layer. So when you come out of the treehouse, it is the same level. So let me get to that. This is the first time I've seen a chicken drop an egg. So I guess I can soon get the lie achievement, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. Alright, I'm back. That actually took a lot longer than expected, but as you can see, I have connected the river out into the ocean, so it's a loop basically. I think I'm gonna trim this thing off. I'm not sure, probably around there, but I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I'm getting a little bored of mining sand and stuff, so I'm probably gonna trim that and make this thinner on this side. I planted the trees as I mentioned, and I used bone meal to plant some grass to give it a bit more detail. So yeah, that's probably all I'm going to do for now regarding that. All these trees grew, which is going to be nice because I need that spruce wood pretty bad. One thing I do want to do down there is I want to try to place some birch trees on the sand to see if that looks nice. And also some of those spruce trees over there are starting to grow. Oh, I also took out the weird floating island thing right around there. I also want to go take out that floating island over there. So that will be something I'll do. One thing I didn't show before, or at least I didn't talk about, is down here, there's this full section to walk around. Regarding what I could do down here, I'm not really sure because it's kind of a limited space underneath the floor. I was thinking it would be kind of cool to make it a sort of lazy river with water where you can just kind of hang out and loop around, but to make it interesting, I could put glass underneath these, or replace these blocks with glass, and kind of you would get a view of underneath the base a little bit. I'm not sure how soon I'll do something like that, but I am thinking of ideas of something I could fit down here because it is a pretty limited space. So yeah, and this kind of acts as the exit for now. It's not that great, which is another thing I want to do is figure out a general staircase to get up to the base for now, because I would like to connect it to a minecart system at some point, but for now a staircase is gonna have to do. Some easy way to get to and from you know, the tree house or to the back of the base or something. So yeah, I do like all this grass around here and the trees. It adds a lot. And the plan, or at least what I was thinking, is to have some sort of walkway. So kind of go through here. I'm not sure what I'd make it out of yet. Maybe gravel or something. And then loop down and then kind of have a staircase up to the base from here. I think something like that would be nice. Maybe line it up perfectly with the center of the base and kind of just go straight into it. Maybe straight into the chest room, depending on how I build it. In here is what I gathered. Not as much sand as I was expecting, but it should be enough to at least get started on the glass section of the base. And while I'm doing that, obviously I will be placing the stone slab ring around the base. And yeah, I think that's all I was gonna do down here. But yeah, I do want to at some point make a little path through this, kind of just around something that has a specific block to follow, just to make it look nicer. I did plant some saplings underneath the base, but they don't seem to be growing that well, so I think it's that there's not any space around them. They're not growing straight up the wall. So I'll have to figure something out regarding that, because I do want trees under the base to kind of cover up the kind of ugly mountain that is underneath my base. I mean, I still will terraform the mountain a bit, but it is quite a lot. And I don't think I want to do it anytime soon, especially after doing what I just did down there. Oh, that's what I forgot. I was gonna plant some of the birch wood. Let me go do that. I'm just gonna, okay, I might just need to, yeah. Oh, didn't mean to fall all the way down. So yeah, I think right here, I'll place some birch trees, see how they look. I'm not sure how the leaves are gonna look when planted on the sand, so it may look kind of ugly. Which, unfortunately, is kind of the area up there. Some of the wood, or some of the trees' leaves look kind of odd up there. So does the grass. So, isn't preferred, but is what it is. So, plant some of these around and see how this turns out in the future whenever they grow. Guess I'll plant one right around here as well. And I guess one right there. Oh, I have one more dirt. I might as well place another one. Almost forgot to put the sapling down. Let's see, anywhere over here? I guess right here. Oh, alright. So, that should be good. Wait to see those grow and see how they look. I'm gonna go collect this clay, and then I'm gonna go clear out this floating island. And I didn't bring the extra spruce saplings I had. I had a few more where I could have placed if I brought them. So I'm gonna do this real quick and then meet you back in a bit. Alright, so I cleared out that weird floating island, and I guess this gives a better view of how the base is looking. I do like how it's looking a lot. Again, I do really want to get those trees growing there, cover up that light. I think that looks a bit strange, but other than that, I think adding the trees helps a lot. And then obviously the windows and that stone slab line and whatever I decide to do on the roof, I think will come together pretty well. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way back there, smelt all this sand and the clay, and yeah, get working on the glass section, and then that probably will be the last thing I'll do. Oh, also, I want to put the fences on the roof. So that's the goal for the end of the episode. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I have all the glass smelting, and over here I have the clay smelting into brick, and then I have more charcoal cooking up. So what I'm going to do while that goes on is I'm going to put the fences up on the roof, and I want to grab these so I don't have to, or so I don't forget when I come back down. And do I need anything else in here? I will grab these extra fences. Why not? And that should be good. So I'm going to place these along the roof, as I've mentioned before, just so there's nowhere to fall off. So along this top level, I'm going to put these fences. So I don't know if this 5 stacks will be enough. I guess I'll see. I might as well just start going at it. But while I'm doing this, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Mainly just some plans for the world, or some ideas that I've been thinking of, which would be upcoming builds. I don't want to talk about everything because I still want to leave some surprises for the later episodes, but as I've mentioned before, there'd be the less interesting stuff, so, you know, terraforming my mountain to make it look nicer, and stuff that I've done today. You know, I mostly did that off camera, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way. I think throughout the rest of these episodes, I will mainly be doing the more laid back stuff off. Oh, I'm messing up here. I will mainly do the laid back stuff like terraforming and resource gathering off camera. It kind of gives me time to chill but still play the game. Normally when I'm doing things like that, I would put on a podcast or play some music or something of the sort, maybe some YouTube or something, and just kind of chill out. It's a good relaxing thing to keep the mind occupied and feel like I'm actually getting something done in the world. I also think this is probably going to be enough, so a bit of a over. I didn't need this many, but they'll probably be used at some point for something else. So yeah, like that's the structure I'm gonna kind of have for these videos going forward. If it's a video that I'm doing, you know, the more menial stuff like what I did today, I'm gonna I'm not gonna just record it while doing it. I think that's the better way to do it. Um, but for videos that I'm doing more involving things like caving and building a specific build that is brand new, I want to build like what I did for my base, which was I didn't build it all on camera, but I built the main parts, or at least showcased how I built them. Because I don't want to just build something and then start the next episode with a whole new build that uh, wasn't even like the process of how I built it wasn't even shown. So yeah, I mean, I think just looking at this, it's definitely a lot better with the floating island gone, and I want to continue planting the spruce trees over there to kind of make that look a little nicer because I think it's pretty dull right now. Um, so one of the other plans, actually, making these fences kind of blocked off my ability to get a better view, so I may add little open spots on each of the sides to just kind of walk out if I need to. As I mentioned, I'm probably gonna bring this back in and make it more open right here. I think next episode I'm gonna do some simple builds, but stuff to kind of nice in the area. So as I mentioned, I wanted a little deck here so I can just kind of walk out and look around, connect it to the base. And I also mentioned building a staircase up to the base, or actual proper entrance to the base, or maybe even two entrances or exits depending on where you're coming in. I think that would be nice. As I mentioned, I think I want to have it connect right here, so kind of come in from this angle and then have a path leading to the treehouse, which I am going to keep there. I'm going to start needing to transfer the chest over to the chest room once that's done. And another thing is, since I didn't get as much sand as I was expecting, I still don't have enough sandstone for that room. So I would like to find a desert still to find it naturally, so I don't have to convert sand into sandstone, where you're not really getting a great return with 4 sand for 1 sandstone. So I would like to still find a desert for that reason, just so I can mine sandstone naturally without having to make it, because it's going to take a lot more sand than it would if I just was mining it, and I could use the sand for glass and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for this all to smelt, which is almost done, and then I will start work on the stone slab line across the top of the base, and place as much glass as I can. Hopefully this is enough. I mean, it feels like it would be. I guess I can kind of see how much it would be based off of how many fences I use. So I used about 4 stacks, and was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4 stacks. So these are too high, so it'd take about 8 stacks. I may have a close amount because I have all of these furnaces making the glass up. So we'll see. I'll have to. Hopefully it's enough, because I really don't want to go out and mine more sand, and I want to end on completing that section of the base, because that's the main thing that's left when it comes to building the base. So yeah, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so I've grabbed all the glass out of the furnaces. I have some more smooth stone smelting up just in case this amount of slabs isn't enough. So we'll grab some dirt real quick just so I can build around if I need to. I probably only need 1 stack. And I'm going to get to work here. I'm going to do this off screen, and I will be back whenever I get all this done, because it's going to be pretty boring. So yeah. Alright, I am back. So I have fully placed all of the glass and stone slabs around the entire base. This is how much I have left, so I have quite a lot left over, which is good because I'm definitely going to use the glass for some other builds in the future, so as well as the stone slabs. One thing I realized while I was doing this is I'm probably going to do the same thing along this wall, and this is going to be a lot smaller, so it's not going to be as long. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, and after that, that should be the end of the video. So yeah, let me do this real quick. Alright, so I have done the center part of the base as well. which actually took a little bit longer than I expected. I thought it was going to be quicker, but jumping across these little parts of the wall, I was starting to glitch into the blocks, so it was a bit time consuming. So here's what I have left. Less stone slabs than I was thinking I would have left over, but I think this is a good addition to the base. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end the episode here. I think it was uh, pretty productive. A lot of grinding, like it was like pretty grindy, but at least on my end. So hopefully it was all enjoyable in its own way, at least in its own right. I'm gonna go up here and get a little bit of a view, kind of summarize, because I kind of want to just get an idea of what I actually did today, because it was quite time consuming, the stuff that I did. So placed the fences around, I placed some trees, some grass, cleared out some of the land, fixed the lake, or the river, I mean. I keep saying lake. One thing I'll do by the next episode, hopefully, is gather enough spruce wood for the chest room, and probably get some more birch saplings for down at the base layer. And I also want to implement them in my base, as I've said. So, okay. What are you doing in here? Okay, I need to close off this. I was going to show this real quick, though. I made a little staircase down. Nothing crazy, but this is where I want to do the deck, so I started it. I'm going to block it off for now, though. I don't need to light it up. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. Cleared out the floating islands as well, almost forgot. And I may be missing something, so yeah, I mean, with that being said, that's going to be the end of the part. As I said, a bit grindy on my end, but hopefully it was enjoyable. Yeah, with that being said, have a nice day. Take care.